Syrian President Bashar al Assad is facing his biggest test since taking office 11 years ago when his father died. One big question now as he faces growing street protests: will he revert to the sort of tactics his father used to retain power? In 1982, thousands were killed during an uprising in the city of Hama. An author who has spent time with Bashar al Assad says there are similarities and differences. Is he his father's son, do you think?
He's much more gregarious, much more open. He's very pensive and thoughtful like his father. But he spent time in the West. He likes the technological toys of the West. He's an avid photographer, a computer nerd. He married a beautiful cosmopolitan British raised Syrian woman who is very active civically and First Lady right now.
First Lady Asma al-Assad was dubbed a rose in the desert in Vogue magazine just last month. The timing of the flattering peace, which virtually ignored human rights abuses in Syria, grew criticism as unrest spread in the Middle East. Bashar al-Assad promised reform when taking over, but hasn't delivered substantial changes beyond some economic change. And David Lesh says there's no escaping he's the son of Hafez al-Assad.
He's a child of the Arab-Israeli conflict, a child of the superpower Cold War. He views Lebanon within Syria's sphere of interest. He's the keeper of the flame of Alawite interests who've had a chokehold on power in his country for decades.
The Alawites are a minority in Syria, and their power is resented by many Sunni Muslims. As for those in Bashar al-Assad's inner circle, Lesh says he wasn't allowed to interview people like younger brother Moher al-Assad, a military figure. Opposition forces say he's responsible for the harsh response against dissidents in the city of Daraa. And then there is Assad's cousin, Rami Maklouf, the most powerful businessman in Syria. A former U.S. ambassador to Syria says Syria's ruling family has been compared to the Godfather.
Bashar is a fellow who was supposed to make the family proud and become a medical doctor and go a whole different direction than the rest of the family. And here he is now president of Syria and in charge of protecting his family, protecting his associates, protecting his clan, and in his eyes, protecting the country, whether others view it that way or not.
As far as how Bashar al-Assad operates, the author who spent time with him says he likes to hear many sides of an argument. And what may happen is that he'll offer half carrots and some sticks without addressing the core problems of what's going on. Mary Snow, CNN, New York.